All right.
All right.
Today is
Hang up here. What is today?
12th of October.
12th of October.
Hmm?
12th of October.
And we are?
The United Methodist Men's Colonial Hills.
All right.
We're ready to roll.
Announcements done.
Okay, thank you. Larry, you want to start us off with a little prayer?
Well, I have a devotion here,
All right.
and it's based on forgiveness. And it's actually centered around an article that was in the Wall Street Journal. And in this time when we have a lot of division and persecution of our supposed enemies or real enemies, I thought this might be appropriate. And the focal point is actually George Wallace. Now, that might surprise you, because if you recall, George Wallace was governor of Alabama for 4 terms, and early on, he was a very starch segregationist, followed Jim Crow policies, and he was well known for blocking the entrance of Black students initially into the University of Alabama. In 1972, he was actually running in the Democratic presidential primaries when he was shot, would be assassinated, and he ended up being paralyzed for the rest of his life. So this is from the article, and I'm reading here. More than half a century ago, George Wallace, the segregationist governor of Alabama, was shot and paralyzed by a would-be assassin's bullet during his 1972 presidential campaign. While he was hospitalized, he received a visit from Representative Shirley Chisholm, who was the first Black woman elected to Congress, and she was a very staunch advocate of civil rights. But she came to visit him in the hospital. They prayed together, and Wallace expressed concern that Chisholm's visit might damage her political career. Her visit, the gesture of shared humanity, moved him and had a profound effect on him. Years later, Wallace went to Montgomery, Alabama to visit the church where Martin Luther King Jr. had preached, and he apologized to the congregation for the wrongs he had committed against Black Americans. The Reverend Joseph Lowry, a civil rights leader who had served with King, reportedly thanked Wallace and said, "You are a different George Wallace today. We both serve a God who can make the desert bloom, and we ask God's blessing on you." George Wallace couldn't imagine that he could receive forgiveness without earning it. He changed, he apologized to those he wronged, and he tried to right the wrong, hiring Black Alabamans for government jobs, apologized to several civil rights leaders, and even addressed a meeting of the Southern Christians Leadership Conference. Now switching to modern day. At the memorial service for Charlie Kirk after he was assassinated, his widow said that she forgave her husband's killer. I forgive him because that is what Christ did. In Colossians 3:13, Paul urges his readers, bear with one another, and if anyone has a complaint against another, forgive each other, just as the Lord has forgiven you, so you must also forgive.
Amen.
Yeah, thank you, Larry.
Well said.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Guys, I think I overwhelmed you with paperwork. Some of it
Okay.
in the back here, this list of kitchen instructions and duties. I thought y'all just ought to be aware of it. I think we do these things anyhow. Uh, I'll take the pictures, we have to take pictures before and pictures after and turn them into Landon. I'll take the pictures and turn them in. And then, I just think we do this. What, and Mike knows this, and Larry knows this, and Robert, because they recently, sometimes we use their utensils and they get upset about that. So.
I can give you more of a background. but
Yeah,
go-
yeah,
Go ahead.
Mike. You're.
You have felt the wrath. They were not forgiving.
They were after you, boy.
So more recently, the relationship between the church and the CDC has gotten a lot better. But for whatever reason in the past, when it came to the kitchen, which there are some things that rightfully so, I do kind of understand because they have a different set of regulations by health codes because of their serving to their kids that they have enrolled there. So they have, clean for us is not necessarily
Right.
clean and orderly for them. Okay. And the other thing is they have a schedule that one of the things, for example, that they were upset with me about was because I moved a jar of pickles or jar of something in the refrigerator um, to make room so that we could store something and not store it on the floor
That's right.
of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And the workers in there had trouble relocating the jar that I moved because I did not put it back where it was supposed to go. And while I understand that, I kind of bit back about them and said, well, y'all really don't own that place.
Mhm.
And everything that y'all put in there, I understand the rules and regulations and everything, but if you if y'all don't own this, we do have functions that we need. And therefore, if you are going to use this place, you have to give us some space to use occasionally.
Right.
So, Carla kind of understood that, and it wasn't necessarily a problem with Carla. It was a problem with some other folks that work in the kitchen. And the other thing that I told him was that, you know what? The functions that we use this for are not governed under the same functions that you use the kitchen
Right.
for. So we don't need your employees to come in here checking up on us, spying to see whether or not we have hair nets and face masks and
Yeah.
all kinds of other things, because we just have a different set of requirements. Now, I'm not saying that we're not we don't have cleanliness. I'm not saying that we're just hospital sterile.
Right.
Okay. Um, but the basic thing I think is put everything back the way you found it
Yeah.
and make sure that it's cleaned and run through the autoclore. So, but that's the background.
I bought two sets of kitchen utensils.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna mark them UMM and we'll bring them and that'll be ours to use and we won't have to use their kitchen utensils. And the rest of it is just probably clean up your kitchen at home. Yeah, I mean, we all do that sooner or later. So, that's it. So that's those two sheets. On the top of it are the minutes from last week, or last meeting. You can read them, we basically went over the youth breakfast. And Larry did it on the 5th. Charles is on November the 2nd, and Mike Christensen is December 2nd. And what we do is we deliver donuts or tacos or whatever you want to the back door and for the youth that day. I would suggest you check with Nathan and see how many people you're going to be asked to feed. Sometimes it's not very many. Not very many. We had an incident, I told you guys, but we had the youth group geared to show up down at the Habitat and, work. And we were going to take the meals down. Well, we took the meals down
This was yesterday.
yesterday. Not one person, Mike. Not one child. So we fed 31 strangers, but not one person. So that didn't go as we had hoped. You want to tell them the rest about the Habitat or?
Okay, going back about the youth breakfast, I did it on the 5th, and I bought donuts, 2 dozen donuts, and when I went to the back door, there was one youth and Nate. So it might behoove whoever's in November, which is Charles, to let him know whether he buys donuts or tacos. 2 dozen might be an overkill. Now, it could be that after I came, 23 others showed up, but doubtful.
Well, I also need to think that you need to factor in that was Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
The 5th of October?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were referring to September.
No,
Okay.
October 5th.
Okay, my bad.
Last Sunday.
My fault.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I'm sorry, you said that the one donut was consumed or?
No, there was only one youth present when I took the donuts.
Oh, there was one youth in the room.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
There's Nate and one youth.
What time did you get there?
9:45, 9:50.
No, that might have been kind of early.
Is that too early? I thought that's when they started.
Yeah,
No,
that's right.
I don't think they really get started till 10, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the best thing is, if you got the duty, just check with Nate sometime that week and see how many folks you have.
sure.
So,
Do it.
yeah. Yeah, it's just like yesterday at Habitat, we had anticipated, and then there was no youth from the youth group. There was Lindsay, one of the ladies from church, and her daughter, but they came independent of the youth group.
Youth group never showed up?
No. And Nate had told me that ahead of time, because I asked him, you're supposed to sign up. If you're going to volunteer, you're supposed to sign up on the website and fill out the appropriate waiver.
Yeah.
Not a one. And he told me that this was a 3-day weekend for most school districts or a 4-day weekend for some. So they all had other plans, but I was a little disappointed because we had been planning this since early September, because he was planning on a 3-day retreat for his youth, and work day at Habitat was going to be their community service day. No one.
Mm-hmm.
No one. So there was,
maybe next year we should take into account Columbus Day becoming a holiday when we pick a day that we're going to do this.
Yeah. I think we can figure that one out, you know,
But
to be handled.
I have to say, I was disappointed. I clearly didn't account for it, but I don't know the school holidays. And um, as youth director, I'd anticipated he would. So anyway, but we hadn't, none of our youth were there yesterday.
All right, thank you, Larry. What we really try to do is concentrate on this festival that's coming up. The second page that I gave you is very short, and that just tells you what was sold last year. Robert gave that to me, and I think it's good to keep that in mind as we make purchases this year. Mike, you can go to the last page or the holiday market page, the one that says holiday market on it.
Mhm.
You wanna review that with us, Mike? You did a good job last time.
So it's the one that has,
I already read it.
it's the one that has UMM agenda at the top,
Right.
and this is about, I don't know, 20% down where it
Yeah.
goes holiday market. So with the information that was provided, to me through Mike, is that the doors are going to open on Saturday morning at 9. So starting on the 17th, which is that Friday, what we need to do is to get any and all supplies that we have on hand into the kitchen and refrigerator, which is basically when we need to take pictures and whatever else, and I'll leave that alone because it is what it is. And kind of get it set up so that on the 18th, basically we show up at 7:30, and this and start brewing the coffee, get the barbacoa in the oven, the tortillas, and all of those things, so that we're not overwhelmed in the morning. Does that make sense? Okay. So my proposal to Mike was that whatever supplies that we can get our hands on, then we need to be there starting at 4:30 on the 17th and start arranging the kitchen, setting the kitchen up in a way that all we have to do is just basically move things from the fridge to the oven,
Yes.
to get them warmed up and
Yeah.
have everything else just there. Okay. Now, having said that, I do want to make one thing clear here. If you look on number 2, it says Mike C will deliver barbacoa and place tortillas. Mike C will not be there Saturday morning.
Wow. Yeah.
So,
I didn't know who you're using.
I'm just saying, Mike C will not be
the plume.
I understand. Mike C will not be there on Saturday at all,
Right.
but the barbacoa will be there Friday afternoon in the refrigerator. It cannot go in the freezer. If it goes in the freezer, it will take 3 hours to get ready.
Yeah.
Okay. The pulled pork will be delivered at or around 10. Mr. Jason, it will be doing 2. Jacob Grimes is donating 1, and Eric Arnold will donate another one. So you have the 4 pork butts. They were, well, I don't know about Jason, but I'm assuming he was instructed to have them shredded. So I know that Jacob and Eric were asked to have them shredded in an aluminum pan just so that they can be put into the oven to keep warm or to warm up.
Yeah, I talked to Jason.
Yeah.
He even told me what barbecue sauce he's putting in them.
Yeah, there's so many different
ways to do it.
you know, last year when we did carnitas, not very many people are familiar with carnitas is basically the Mexican form of
Yeah.
pulled pork put into a tortilla for
Right.
people that don't know. Okay. But I'm just
Mr.
saying,
Alonso.
huh?
Mr. Alonso, no.
Well,
I love them.
There you
am I
go.
wrong? Am I wrong?
Right.
It's just flavored a little differently. So, um, but I think people that come to and from this are a little more familiar with pulled pork rather than carnitas, which is why
Yeah.
we're doing pulled pork this year. Anyway, so last year I sent out a recipe because, like I said, it's not as familiar to some. Well, Jason Grimes, I'm sorry, Jacob Grimes, sent a message back to me and said, "Are you going to send a recipe out this year?" And I was like, "You have creative license."
All right.
So,
That's great.
so as long as it's pulled pork, nobody will understand. But, so like I said, basically the outline of this is around 4:30.
Mhm.
I may be a little late, but I'm just saying
Okay.
I will be there between 4:30 and 4:45. But on Friday, October 17th, between 4:30, we need to get into the kitchen and
Stock.
stock, store, and
Yeah.
whatever we need to do. On the Saturday morning, get there at 7:30, start the coffee, get the barbacoa and tortillas in the oven. Um, Set everything up like the cups and the veggies and all of that kind of stuff. And when the pulled pork gets there, put it in the oven and kind of have things ready to go about 10:45, 11 to serve the pulled pork. And whenever we're done, we're done.
I don't remember. Could you refresh my mind on what we do with the onions and the,
I will bring them.
Cilantro?
No, I will bring them. I will have them chopped up.
oh, you're going to do,
I'm
okay.
gonna, yeah, I'm bringing the barbacoa and I'm also bringing those.
Okay.
So I will have them in refrigerator containers
Yes. Okay.
ready to go to where all they have to do is just be put out and
Let
utensils.
them put it on top and
Utensils put
forget
it.
about it.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I've got those. One thing, well, okay, it's on here. I was gonna say paper plates.
Yeah.
One thing, kind of keep in mind is that another thing a couple of years ago when we did pulled pork, a lot of people right at the end, they wanted to buy like six, but without the bun,
Right.
so that they could take it home,
Yeah.
so that the buns didn't get soggy and stuff. I don't know if that'll happen because it's over at 2. Uh, my understanding, because in the last couple of years, I want to say we carried it on to like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So, but it's something to keep in mind to make sure that the plates are a little more, the type of plates that are purchased might be a little more sturdy, you know, just so that if that happens,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I understand.
Or at least we double up on the plates at that time.
or
Yeah.
triple or quadruple,
Yeah.
depending upon what we have. So,
Yeah, we had, I think there were 3 or 4 bulk purchases last time.
yes, there were. I mean, there most
Yeah.
definitely were. And kind of like the way this is, I won't be there, but I'm going to predict somewhere between 1:30 and 2 o'clock, there's going to be a deal of like, we'll sell you like 6 for the price of 1 because of just trying to not have to
Right.
store stuff.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see.
Now, Charles is getting those sheets. that we wrap the tacos in.
Okay,
So, if somebody says, I need 6 to go, I
yeah.
wrap them up and they can take it.
Actually, you know what? That would help out a lot with the plate deal,
Good.
because rather
Okay.
than, rather than spoon it all onto a
Yeah,
plate,
yeah,
you could,
yeah.
you could put it in those aluminum,
Okay.
foil sheets
Foil sheets, yeah.
and then roll that up and
Okay.
stuff. So, but I mean,
Yeah, he's gonna do it.
again, I'm not gonna be there,
I
but
know.
I'm just saying that would be
I know.
a pretty good way to
What we do need are the tortillas and the buns.
somebody was supposed to get those.
I'm looking here to see what Charles put on
But
the
I don't-
list,
I was gonna say, I don't remember.
but,
Well, Mike, you give me a list and I'll get whatever
you'll
you
get the
need.
okay, thank you.
I'll
Alright.
get the tortillas
do that
and
for
the
Buns.
buns and whatever else you need.
This year we're selling drinks. We've never done that before.
Yeah, we did.
We sold water.
Well, we got water.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, water. They're
Yeah.
asking us to, when I say drinks, they asking if we can put soda or, something like that in there.
So we need coolers too,
Well,
ice and so.
I've got a cooler.
We've got 2 right behind
And
you.
we have 2 here. And I've got a larger,
Well, if you
One.
need sodas and ice, I'll get that too.
I will give you a list, my friend.
Give me a list.
And we're gonna charge for those. So we didn't really have that. And what do you think about charging for it? They're not gonna cost us much when we buy them at the store. Double it?
Do we have signage saved from last year as far as what the pricing that we sold stuff for? Cause I'm not sure that I have a memory of that.
It would be on the thumb drive I gave you if it's
I
there.
can look at it. Sure,
I don't, like I said, I don't have it anymore, but it's
No.
on the thumb drive,
I'll look at it.
if it's there.
Yeah, if it's,
The other thing is, it was probably made in Publisher,
yeah,
which no longer exists.
yeah. I mean, no,
Unless you have a separate subscription,
do
so.
you want to talk about pricing just in case?
Well, last meeting, basically what you suggested this and everybody agreed last time, just leave the pricing the same.
Right.
That's my question.
What was the pricing?
Yes.
Well,
But leave it the same as.
the problem with this is that you're doing pulled pork sandwiches, you're not doing carnitas. And I do not remember the price, but what I can tell you is your pulled pork sandwiches will go faster than your carnitas because you're putting more meat
Hmm,
between the 2 buns.
okay,
So I have no opinion about it. The opinion I have is I don't mean this to sound like gouging, but it's like, $2 a soda. Because that's
okay.
kind of a pain.
Well, you certainly don't want it to be 150 or
No, I'm
250. It's
just,
gotta be.
Yeah, you keep,
Even.
now, what we do as far as handling money, we get a QR code from Landon. And the folks just use their phone, right? When did,
Wow, yeah.
right? Wasn't that what we did last year?
mhm.
We did,
They can, if they don't want to pay cash,
right,
then with a QR code, they can, go, donate and specify, Methodist men.
would you get that QR code from Landon when we need it?
Okay,
I appreciate that, thank you. Okay,
so we got we're selling barbacoa, pulled pork sandwich, coffee, water, soda.
that's right,
Okay, if I remember right, last year, the coffee, water and soda, the coffee and water were each $1.
okay, that's
Mhm.
right,
We want to keep it simple,
yep,
and the same for soda. Or two,
Mike just said.
I would say $2 because I'm gonna,
soda, $2?
yes,
Well, a can of soda, $2.
yes.
Okay,
Number one, anybody that wants it is not gonna complain about it. Number two, when buying soda increases your costs
mhm,
tremendously because look, you go down to Home Depot or whatever and you buy a case of waters, you get like 32 to 40 of them for $5.
Yeah.
So selling them for $1 just to make easy math also gives you tremendous profit. Okay. When you're having to go spend, I'm going to round it down, but it's probably more than that at Costco, where it's like $10 for 36 sodas. Plus, you still have, now you're having added cost of additional ice, which is astronomical at this point in time. You're cutting into your profit margin. And I guarantee you, most places that you go and you buy a soda, like for a sporting event or go to the movie theater and buy you a soda water and see how much they charge you.
I was at the UTSA game last
So,
night.
yeah.
At the Dome, yeah.
Yeah,
And yeah, they can do all the, well, you have the souvenir cup, whatever. It's $8 to fill that damn thing up. Pardon my language, but that's just the truth.
I know.
So $2 for a can of soda is not,
okay.
Not out, not out
it's
of
not
range.
out of range.
Yeah. So did we use five for the barbecue and 5 for the pulled pork? Is that what we did last year? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
I would say, here's what I would say. I'd say 8 for the pulled pork.
Well, I was going to say because we did the pulled pork and a bag of chips.
Hmm.
Remember last year? So it was sold together. And I think it was somewhere, you're right, around $7, $8, something
Well,
like that.
once again, when you're doing carnitas, you have less meat going into the
Yeah.
taco.
Yeah.
And so when you do pulled pork, if you charge the same, you're giving more meat away.
Yeah.
Not that I really care about that, but I'm just saying you're giving more away for a lower price, is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. And I want to say that we did, and my recollection can be way, way off, but I want to say it was $4 for barbacoa per taco
Mhm.
and $6 for the carnita tacos. I think, or maybe it was 4 and 4 and $8 if you wanted the meal deal, which was like 2 tacos and coffee or 2 tacos and a drink, because we didn't have chips last year, if I remember right. Or did we?
I think we did.
I
I thought we did.
I don't remember. I don't think we did
Okay.
because chips and tacos don't really go together. But
Well, it was for the barbacoa.
I
the,
could-
pulled pork.
yeah, and then I could be wrong with that. But if we're gonna go with pulled pork sandwiches. My suggestion is that what the price for the tacos stays the same, which would be $4.
$4 for the tacos.
But when
Yeah.
you're
That's the barbecue taco.
yes, yes, but the pulled pork, I would say needs to be $8 a sandwich.
Okay.
And if you want to do the meal deals, then 8 for the barbacoas and which is 2 tacos and coffee or
Right.
whatever, and or a drink because if you're going to do sodas and
Yeah,
water and everything else, it doesn't necessarily have to be coffee, but if you do a meal deal for the other, it's 10. Because
Yeah.
that way you do pulled pork sandwich, bag of chips, and a drink.
One sandwich.
Yes.
That's right. Anybody Have any thoughts or? Yeah, I know, it's always the quiet ones. You gotta watch.
It sounds reasonable. I mean, think of what you'd go to pay in the public, you know?
Yeah.
All I know, I'm getting hungry.
All I'm saying is this, is if, I mean, I know it's not necessarily all about the profit and this and that, but kind of like what you said. Go down the street to Bill Miller's and buy 2 tacos and a coffee for breakfast and see how much you spend. Or, you know, a number 1 and a large tea. You're spending $10.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And this is that, you know, unlike going to Mr. Miller's profit, this is going for a cause.
Right. Did we advertise or indicate what the funds would go for?
Yes.
Scholarships? We had a poster or something that indicated,
Mhm.
I couldn't remember. We did,
Yes, we did,
yeah.
but I don't know where it's at.
Yeah.
It would be on that thumb drive somewhere. It was on the sheet that had the prices,
Okay,
All right.
but actually, I think it was. I don't think that we specified scholarship. I think we just said to UMM sponsor, I don't know, it was phrased some kind of way. Because if anybody wanted reimbursement, we needed to pull
oh,
from that.
mhm,
And if you state that it's going to the scholarship fund, then that means all of it. It's like a dedicated fund, is what I'm saying.
I see, okay,
So we wouldn't have wiggle room.
okay.
So,
Truth in advertising,
well, it's gives you wiggle room in case someone actually does need to be reimbursed.
So in the
So,
advertising, we need something that obviously gives the prices, right? We need the QR code and we need the sign that you just described.
yeah.
Okay.
Proceeds go to UMM. And I think the reason we did that, Larry, is because last year for seed money, I think we all contributed, you know, 20,
We did.
oh.
20
that
and 30.
was- That's
I
right,
had to see money.
That's
I'll take
right.
care of it.
But what I'm saying is like for in order for it not to be a burden on you, because I remember Jim Smith giving me like $50.
Yeah.
And
I gave you 20, Larry
Yeah.
gave you 20.
so basically at the end of the day,
Yeah,
if y'all wanted that money back,
yeah.
we couldn't say it was all proceeds go to.
Right.
okay,
So
Yeah. No, that's how we did it.
okay.
I don't want the money back.
No.
Fund is not-
no, but I mean,
I just wanna help
Yeah.
where I can.
Hopefully have some fun.
Yeah,
I totally understand, but
yeah, I know.
Anything else, gentlemen?
So who's gonna man this? I mean, I can't be there for a certain time, but after I finish my class and I can come and
Please show
clean
up.
up or do whatever, y'all just put me to work.
I'll
But
tell you what I've got. I've got an apron. Says United Methodist Men on it
Yeah.
for everybody that shows up, so you keep your clothes clean. I'll have a bunch of them there. When you can help, show up.
okay,
That's all.
you're not counting on me to serve and cook, cause I can't do either one of those.
Oh, yeah. You look, what you
I can serve after,
We'll put you
I
on,
could clean
I'm gonna
up,
put you
I
on the
could-
drinks.
I can, yeah, I can carry tables
There
and
you go.
chairs and do
And
whatever.
clean up.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
I'll
big help.
buy the stuff and I'll be here at 4:30 when the kitchen opens. And
Yes, sir.
do whatever I can. So
Michael Poole, you went and served a hungry. You know how to handle it.
I was told what to do and when to
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
you might want to check with Landon to make I mean, I'm just throwing this out there.
Yeah,
But if they're gonna open that early, you might want to check and see when we actually can get into the kitchen, because I would have bet that there's gonna be a lot of people up here that Friday afternoon moving tables and everything else. So
we we had a meeting on the Fall Festival last Sunday.
I'm just to
And you
confirm
hit
that.
it on the head. The first thing that was said was they couldn't set up Friday night.
Hmm.
Yes. And the
So,
meeting exploded.
so, yeah,
The ladies from the quilters and the crafters went nuts. So Jason had conceded and said from 4:30 to 6, they can set up and put their stuff out, and that seemed to pacify them. So that's the venue, the time period.
well, I'm talking about just outside vendors are supposed to be here at 7:30 to set up. I'm talking about the setup of the tables themselves.
I understand.
So,
Here's what Jason said. No, well, no, I shouldn't say that. That's not, I understand. I think they're getting the tables from the outside,
okay,
and I believe that's what's happening.
okay. Well,
So I'll check. But
mm,
you know, as you've often said, Mike, it's not in our venue.
Are we setting up the tables and the chair?
Um,
4:30 or we?
I guarantee you by the time this is over and done with, that we will be asked at least to help put them
Yeah.
away.
Yeah,
Okay.
we will.
But I would, this is the reason and why I was going with this is that
Uh-huh.
I would highly recommend that it be stated very clear that we are here to set up our stuff in the kitchen
Yes.
and we being in the kitchen, we're a vendor too.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Because we still have to clean.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
And so we have there's stuff that we'll have to do. If it's gonna stop at 2 or whenever it
That's
is,
fine.
then we're cleaning and
Cleaning
we're
the kitchen in particular. Yeah.
yes.
Which
And taking photographs and doing
Take
which
photographs.
other people may or may not do.
Yeah.
The vendors.
oh, I see.
Yeah.
So are we responsible for the other vendors that
No.
clean up?
My point is I'm telling you, at some point in time, we may be asked to help with tables.
Well, if we have to, we will.
It's like everything else. Yeah.
If we,
If we're asked,
yeah. Well,
you know.
all we
No,
can do is
I'm there. I'm with you. I'm
Yeah,
just, yeah,
we'll do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
We've done that before,
yeah.
Mike.
I'm with you. I'm
Yeah,
just saying that Friday may not be the
easy.
the day.
Yeah. Hey, Robert,
Because there's other things going on.
Robert, you have the keys to the kitchen,
I
correct?
have keys,
And you have the code to the gym?
yes,
Okay. What time do you think you want to come up and get your coffee started?
in the morning.
Yes, sir.
I will be there prior to 7:30.
I understand. So about 7 or so, or
That 7-ish.
7-ish.
Okay.
All right, I will meet you there and help you. is
I will
what I'm saying.
target opening the kitchen, opening the kitchen at 7.
Okay, all right. That's good. We just need to get that coffee
Just so
going.
that you know, if I'm not mistaken, of the 2 doors that go into the gym,
Yes, sir.
okay? The one on the
The right
Right.
side? Yeah,
right side by the kitchen door,
right.
5247 pound,
Okay. Okay,
okay? That's the old code, still should work for that door,
okay.
okay?
Yep.
That does not hold it open, but I have a key to put in the crash bar. That's one of, one of these,
Okay.
hold the crash
Yeah,
bar
yeah,
open.
yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Good one to carry. Any other questions or suggestions?
so Mike, you're gonna send me what you need.
I am,
Whatever's
sir.
not on that list, you give it to
I'll
me
go
and
over
tell
with
me
you.
how much. I'll get more than enough.
What do you want? You want me to use that, the pool,
My no,
or
you-
the
you-
business one?
You can use either one, but you've got my cell number.
Oh, yeah, I'll give it.
Well, you just call me
Yeah.
or
I
text
mean,
me.
that'd be better. I'll just
Yeah.
talk to you.
Yeah,
Okay,
there you go. There you go.
yeah.
Or text me, whatever you want to do.
Well,
just give me the list of what
I'm
you
not
need.
real
how
good
much.
on that texting.
Well,
and
you
all
call
that
me then.
stuff, so. All right, gentlemen, that's about it. One other thing, you know, you can see we have two folks here that we didn't have. And,
Yeah.
hopefully, you know, maybe we can reach out a little further
Yeah.
and tap somebody else on the shoulder and ask them to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And,
I-
I'd appreciate it.
I talked to two gentlemen this morning in early service and
Uh-huh.
they both told me, no.
Yeah.
That's all right. At
Yeah.
least you asked
Friday,
them.
Friday time wise, we get started what time?
4:30.
4:30, sir.
4:30.
Right. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I'll ask my wife for permission.
I might.
Yeah, I understand. You want to
All right.
close with a prayer? Someone want to do that? Larry, you want to give us
I'll
a
do
short
that.
one there?
Kind and gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and the lives you've given us. Thank you for this meeting. Help us, give us strength as we go forward to do thy work. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
very
you for that
much.
devotion too.
Yeah.
All
Isn't that
right.
nice?
What are you drawing over there, Mike? You diddling,
Doodling,
piddling?
pedaling, that's it.
So are you gonna go hunting or something Saturday? What are you're not gonna be?
No,
Are
no,
you still coaching?
no.
We have the
No, I
red
haven't been
folder,
coaching in 5 years now.
Okay.
No,
How you
I
doing, buddy?
just had,
Right.
before the dates for all of this was announced, I had already made, other commitments to be out of town.
Okay.
So,
No, I just.
I'm, and it doesn't involve just